Welcome to number one local sports podcast in Central Florida. This is Sandlot Sports. I am Adam Capperson. I'm here with Mike Rapogel
Yo,
and
yo,
B
yo.
and BJ Thomas.
The draft wasn't such a disappointment.
No, I was
No.
thoroughly surprised by how competent our teams were. All three of us.
Yeah. Actually, gave me what I wanted.
They drafted a whole defense.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I mean, I am obviously a fan of the team that we were like, hey, we drafted a wide receiver last year. Let's draft another one in the first round. Well, that didn't work. Let's do it again. So the fact that they went off a position of need, I was like, oh, you understand the assignment. This is awesome.
Yeah, it was good to see. I was happy with what the Cowboys did for
Yep.
sure.
Yeah. I know when the Cowboys made their first pick, you were like, oh, what is this?
Yes,
Wasn't it
so that's an intelligent move. What are we doing?
Does somebody put Jerry to bed early?
I don't know what's going on.
I'm glad the Bears have an exciting white defensive back.
I'm happy
And-
that this draft is almost as crazy as the one we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
The
what I
Cardell
thought-
Tate thing shocked me.
it did.
Yeah, he hasn't been a number one on his own team yet.
No. And I guess they're just kind of banking on Brian Hartline going, hey, he knows how to recruit. He knows wide receivers. Fuck it. Jeremiah Smith is just that damn good.
Yeah, maybe he knows something I don't know.
But
I don't know if that was number 4 overall. I felt like they could have traded back several spots and got Carnell Tate.
yeah,
I mean, when was the next wide receiver taken?
8.
8, and I feel like they probably would have taken Tyson whether or not Carnell Tate was there or not.
Well, and that's the thing. The fact that they took Tyson at 8, I think goes to your point, is they were going to take Tyson regardless. Because I don't think Tyson played last year because he was hurt.
The next one's Mekhi Lemon at 20.
Yeah. So,
That was a wasted opportunity, in my opinion.
and maybe they couldn't find the right trade partner, or maybe they overvalued their pick. I mean, whenever a trade's not made, you have to go, okay, could they, because could it be they just couldn't find anybody to played with, that to trade with? Were they asking too much?
Both
And-
Ohio State linebackers were out there. You're telling
and
me
the-
somebody back there wasn't trying to get ahead of the Giants or anybody else to try to grab Sonny Styles and Arvell Reese?
I just don't know. Well, and it's Tennessee, so they could probably be asking, like, hey, you want to trade up here? We need 3 firsts. No, go away. Yeah, I did think it was interesting that the Ohio State championship team from 2 years ago, every single starter from that defense was drafted. And Arvell Reese doesn't count because he wasn't a starter.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And it's even crazier. We seem intelligent. I know. But bear with me. Okay. We have been screaming for 6 years since we've been doing this show. Offensive line, offensive line, offensive line. You build your offensive line first. Focus on that, and you can build around it. Okay. There were 9 offensive linemen taken in the first round of this draft.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, there's a lot of other positions that were lacking, so it was real easy to make that call this year for sure.
Yeah, that's very
In
true.
in combination with there being some pretty good offensive linemen out there.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting. Like, oh, teams are starting to kind of pay attention. Like, oh, you need a line. Okay. Jeremiah Love, God help you, dude. You ain't going to have the line that you had at Notre Dame out there in Arizona.
No, they got a little bit of an issue there too because Tyler Algier went to the Cardinals under the idea that he was going to be the lead back.
Oops.
Eesh.
It's like, Atlanta signing Kirk Cousins and then drafting Michael Penix.
Yeah, that's Kirk Cousins. I mean,
Hey, good on him. He got his paychecks.
he did. He's got him his whole career.
Getting.
Yeah.
Present tense.
Yeah, it has not stopped yet.
I sent you guys that stat. He has made almost as much money in his career from NFL salaries as Tom Brady.
Yep.
Yeah, but the achievement difference is nuts.
I'm not saying it isn't,
Absolutely.
but this isn't like hey, Michael Jordan versus Paulo Banchero, salary wise. Obviously, Paulo's going to be just insanely more because he plays in a different era. Kirk Cousins played with Tom Brady for many years,
Yeah.
and the career earnings is not that different. But yeah,
Yeah.
the career
They were-
achievements slightly different.
They were never talked about in the same circles at all.
But if he signs another contract, he'll have made more as an NFL quarterback. I feel like I have to qualify that than Tom Brady did. Which kind of begs the question. Go ahead.
At the end of this draft, the talent kind of petered out pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like in the mid-20s.
Why
Yeah,
do you
that
think
comes with because there was no big skill positions that people were talking about coming into the draft. Even the number one quarterback, so everybody was like,
Eh,
Yeah.
eh.
I guess I'll take him because I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
because the guy on TV tells me I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
Trade back, get many players.
Yes.
Mhm.
Hey, they could have gotten Ty Simpson.
And Dallas was looking to get out of 23 after they moved out of it the first time.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, come get it. You want it? Somebody looking at?
Now, Lawrence is a good pickup at 23, but they could have probably gotten most of that production and other picks.
It's not impossible that Malachi Lawrence would have been there when they got back.
Depends on how far they traded.
Was it Kansas City that threw all their first round picks away to move up one spot or two spots? Was that Kansas City that did that? Let me see. What was that? Remember during the draft, I put it in the group chat. I was like, what? I think so. Yeah. Kansas City traded with Cleveland, I believe, to move up to 6.
To get
To grab
Delani.
Delane, the cornerback, to get Delani, the cornerback. Yeah, they traded like 3 picks just for that swap to move. I'm like, what?
Yeah, to move
And
from
he
9 to 6.
And he would have been there probably.
Yeah. And you know what? Even if he wasn't, Caleb Downs would have been.
Mm-hmm. That's wild.
And this is what amazes me about some of these NFL GMs. Sometimes I think they overthink it, and they start believing the lies that are floating around out there.
Mhm.
Because I think we've said it many, many times on this podcast going into the draft. It's just lying season. It's just there's just
Who's got-
lies
yep.
on top of lie. They lie more than politicians.
Mhm.
And it's either to get you to trade up because you're scared that your guy's going to get taken, or they will put lies out there about guys that he didn't do well in his interview, so hoping he'll drop.
It's like when the Bears took Trubisky and traded up for Trubisky over Mahomes.
Wise move there.
That's a great move.
It is.
Who's got a blown ACL and who does it now?
I don't know, Mike. Who would you rather have on your team, Trubisky or the career of Mahomes?
The career of Mahomes. I mean, I know who Trubisky's backing up now.
Are you kidding me? If Mahomes went to Chicago, he couldn't win Super Bowls.
He probably
It's
not with
not.
the
It's
no. It's
not
that
Mahomes. It's
team.
fucking Chicago. Yeah, like it's not. Yeah, no.
It's a curse.
Yes, it's like the Tennessee Titans of the North.
Every decade or so, we get a playoff run and we're all excited about it, and then it gets quiet. Mhm.
Yeah, it's funny. Like you can list your teams of the decades. Okay, you had the sexy Rexy Bears in the early 2000s.
Mhm.
You had the Jay
Yep.
Cutler in in the 2010s, and now you've got Caleb Williams.
Yep.
Sexy Rexy. Well, someone's got to be down there.
You forgot about the Cutler years.
No, I said
He said
Cutler.
Cutler. He said Cutler. Yeah.
Cutler would just
Might as well have had a
out there
cigarette hanging
throwing to
out.
Brandon Marshall. wherever
Might as well
Brandon
have had a
Marshall
cigarette
was.
hanging out of his mouth, just not caring, just throwing it.
And he was just throwing it wherever Brandon Marshall was.
Yeah.
In some places, Brandon Marshall wasn't quite yet, but would be eventually.
Now
Just made
I don't know. I don't know if y'all listen to the Trap House Sports guy who breaks down the games and yells during the game. He calls Caleb Williams the acrylic assassin. I was like, that's a good one. I like that one.
Damn. That's
so. I have to say this. I'm going to call him out. We have a listener that texts me every so often. He's a Steelers fan, so it's good to make fun of him. He lost his ever loving mind when the Steelers picked up Drew Aller.
Yeah, I think all the Steelers fans lost their minds when they picked up Drew Aller.
little Penn State product.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you see what the Steelers did to Aaron Rodgers?
What they do
They
now?
put a,
They signed that whatever that was
put
called
an
on him.
unrestricted free agent tender on him, where like he can accept a 15% raise, but the Steelers have the first right to match that,
Mhm.
and he can't sign with anybody else other than the Steelers.
I saw it's called it's like a right to refusal or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's a very rare thing. Let me see if I find
But well, I think he can sign, but
No.
if they match it, he has to play with
it's
the
like
Steelers.
not
I think.
until it's not until after camp though or something.
Yeah, there's a couple of stipulations on it,
It's weird.
but there's something about that percentage raise, and then something about if he does get another offer, the Steelers get a chance to match it, and if they match it, then
Oh,
Okay.
the
Yeah.
Something.
The unrestricted free agent tender preserves the Steelers' right to receive a compensatory draft pick in the event that Rodgers signs with another team, while also limiting his ability to sign with another team once training camp begins. The Steelers will have exclusive negotiating rights for Rodgers if he does not sign with another team by July 22nd or the first day of Pittsburgh's training camp, whichever is later.
Another condition.
Another condition is Rodgers can also accept 10% raise off last year's salary, which would pay him about $15 million this season.
So basically, we own your ass.
It's just making sure you aren't going to screw with us till training camp and then sign with somebody else.
Yeah.
But do you want him that bad?
What's option B?
That's true.
Yeah, Jacoby Brissett is taken.
So the quarterbacks that are currently on their roster, because Aaron Rodgers is not on their roster: Mason Rudolph, Will Howard, Drew Aller. I mean,
Good luck.
if you're Pittsburgh, do you just go, "Hey, Aaron, figure it out. We're here when you do."
I guess. I mean, I don't know how Mason Rudolph's kept that job that whole time.
Watched his mouth. He learned his lesson the hard way.
I got a permanent soft spot on his head from Myles Garrett.
So the other thing I wanted to talk about from the draft was Munchkin from Vanderbilt.
Yeah, he just signed to the Ravens.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Now, he wasn't drafted, obviously. Do you think he wasn't drafted because he's not good enough? Think he wasn't drafted because he's not big enough? Or do you think he wasn't drafted because he's an entire league full of douche canoes?
Yes. That, and also I think the biggest thing was he was harping on not having an agent, where those are the people that go to bat for you behind the scenes. Those are the ones making phone calls. Those are the ones calling in favors. Those are the ones that know people that get your name on lists that your name wouldn't be on lists otherwise. So him not getting an agent was probably the dumbest thing he could have done. Because look at what Shedeur Sanders was doing last year, and everybody hated it. But he got signed. He got drafted.
Yeah,
he's starting now.
He was on too many podcasts running his mouth. That's what most of it was, in my opinion.
I think some of it was when Diego didn't win the Heisman. I put it in the group chat. He went to a party and he said, "What was this chain he wore for that?"
Yeah,
one?
he had a neon sign that said "Fuck Indiana."
Yeah, fuck Indiana. And then when he didn't get drafted, he went to another nightclub, to another party, and it said "Fuck the NFL" after the draft.
And that's not what they want.
That's not what you want.
So, I mean, he should be lucky that Baltimore decided to take a flyer on him.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. I think he gets like $300,000 if he's on the team. So, I mean, good on you. He ain't gonna make it.
No.
I would love to see him go to the Canadian Football League and just get beaten to hell. Because he was not that great in Vanderbilt. Okay. He was a good runner. That was about it. So
the problem if you go to the Canadian League or even the UFL is now if you do play and you're out there, you have to deal with the defenders. They were like, okay, there's a bunch of people watching this little tiny guy. Mm-hmm. If I rip his head off, I'm going to go viral.
So, especially in the UFL, because if you get a defender who's playing for an NFL job, by the way, exactly. And he goes in there and just lights your ass up.
Yep. They're in the same boat. If you get one of those 6'3" corn-fed country boys that are trying to get in the NFL, and they see a 5'6" midget who's talking crap, and you get to light them up, they're going to do it.
I mean, you're going to be like Jackson Dart against the Patriots last year, flying through the air like a cartoon character.
What have we heard about Scadaboo's recovery here?
I haven't heard
too much. I don't know if he's been cleared to start the season or not.
Well, I'm going to find out. Hold on.
Yeah, I really don't know.
Because I don't know if you all know this, but I'm not a doctor. But when I saw him holding that leg up, the way that foot was dangling, that's not like.
I felt like I knew it was best for him, and medically I could give him advice. Don't walk on it.
Okay. According to Google AI, I feel like I have to preface all of that. Despite the gruesome nature of the injury, he is recovering well, expects to be fully cleared for training camp in 2026. He was already jogging in March.
Oh, good.
That's wild.
It's good to hear.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you haven't seen it, don't Google it. No, not his injury. No, if you haven't seen it, Chad Kelly's injury was worse.
No, I don't need to see that. I don't like watching those. Mike does.
I do. I used to corner BJ. Hey, look at this. He's like, God damn it.
No, I don't see that shit.
No.
Like, I have a very I get sympathy pains for that stuff. You know, like tingles and like,
Oh,
God.
some of those, my shin will start to tingle. I'm like,
Yeah, it's
ooh.
like, oh, that sucked. I know that sucked.
Yeah, well, just for you, Mike, I'll put it in the chat.
There we go.
Oh, my goodness.
There hasn't been a good limb break in the UFC in a while. We're overdue.
I hate those. Those and the arm wrestling arm snaps.
I cannot watch the arm wrestling ones.
That's really
And
tough.
those videos have made me never want to arm wrestle anybody ever again.
Nope.
I don't care if everybody's hanging out. I've had a beer. Like, want to arm wrestle? I'm like, nope,
Nope. Don't care.
nope.
Sure don't.
Nope. I haven't drinking milk in 20 years, and I see people's arms just ripped clean in half.
And the noise. Why is it so?
Yeah. Nothing came through in the group chat that I saw anyway.
Well,
Yeah.
because I haven't sent it yet.
Yeah.
Trying to find a picture of it. It's not a very good one, but I'll put it in the group chat. So he broke his leg in the CFL to the
Okay.
point where the only reason why it was together is because he was wearing pants.
Yes.
I was like, that no,
That's bad.
that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I know in the olden days, like I think it was Napoleon Kaufman was actually when they stopped doing this, when he shattered his knee on Monday Night Football.
Raiders Monday Night Football.
Yeah, and they showed it constantly,
Yeah.
and people were like, "Why are you showing this?"
Over and over again.
Yeah, so I think they stopped doing it, and it's
Yeah.
for that reason because like no one wants to see it. It's one thing to see a hard hit. It's and hey, guys are gonna get hurt. It's another to completely repeat it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Like watching my daughter play volleyball and watching the girls kind of just dive on the court, and I'm like, someone needs to get out there and like wipe down the court where you guys are.
Yeah.
And she was like, why? I'm like, go Google Sean Livingston. You tell me why.
Kevin Ware.
Yeah.
That one was a freak one though. He just jumped up and came down weird.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on with that one.
Oh yeah, Sean Livingston. He went up for a layup and just hit a wet spot. And
Yeah.
That shit was terrible.
yeah,
You got split like a wishbone, basically.
yeah. He came back and
Jesus.
played. I mean, good on him for coming back and playing. And I think he won a title with the Warriors. But ooh, it was.
I remember Dustin Keller had a bad one when he played for the Dolphins. I think Ray Lewis hit him up the sideline and tore his ACL and his leg like helicoptered around his knee. I'm like, oh, it spun around.
Was it Frank Gore from Miami that blew out his knee in the championship game? Or was it McGahee?
That might have been McGahee.
BJ, do you remember?
I can't recall. In the championship game?
Yeah, against Ohio State.
That might have been McGahee, but I'm not positive.
Yeah, I forget which one was starting. And yeah, ABC kept showing that over and over again. And then ESPN on the highlights of the game were showing it. Like, why?
Hey, let's slow it down and let's see when the knee comes out.
You can see right here where his career goes sideways.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Terrible.
So, gentlemen, any other thoughts on the draft?
No.
Not that I'm aware of. I know that we mentioned it before the recording that it very well could be that Diego Pavia just got signed for the aspect of getting the Hard Knocks into Baltimore because that'll make you want to watch it. And then, hey, I mean, so what if he turns into okay and makes the roster? Don't know if it's going to happen, but
BJ, you say what you're going to say, and then I've got thoughts, but I'll let you go first.
I think it was just a draft where there wasn't a whole lot of splash things that were happening. It was just people really reaching for what they needed because I don't know. Who am I? But I just feel like this wasn't such a loaded draft as far as talent at any necessary position.
And I want to get to Pavia back in a second, but why do you think that is? I mean, it happened.
I just an odd year.
it was an odd, but
NIL keep people in school.
yeah, NIL is changing things, and like I mentioned before, there wasn't a bunch of big skills players that were making splashes in the draft. Like, running backs to talk about, there's a couple of receivers, no real big names, skill players coming out. Not
But, like,
huge.
I mean, it's like next year though. I mean, they're still touting Arch Manning as the number one quarterback taken.
But he's not that good.
That's kind of my point.
Yeah, it's
it's
because of his family.
But I mean, these guys are. Is it because they're staying at school longer because of the NIL and there's more tape on them, and we can see, hey, this guy's not what we thought he was.
Could be.
This goes back to the Bill Parcells thing. Is what was it, 40 or 50 starts he wanted quarterbacks to have in college if he was going to draft them, because you can see their flaws, you see them against different competition, you can see their ups and their downs, you can see how all of that plays out, and that rule pretty much applies. I mean, you get these quarterbacks that are one and done, and Trubisky's a good example. Not to pick on you, but he was great against crappy competition his 1 year at UNC. And I remember we were going through the draft, and he was going to get picked, and I like his game against Virginia Tech. He had like a 2.8 quarterback rating. That should not happen if you want to be a first round draft. But people were enamored by his tape against crappy competition. And he only played the one season. Whereas Mendoza's played a couple seasons. Ty Simpson only played one season, sat 2 behind Jalen Milroe. These guys got to have more seasoning.
Another thing is, like, how old's Carson Beck?
8,000? I don't know.
Because Pavia was 24. I saw that. So, I mean, you got college players that are being drafted older as well.
Carson Beck's 23.
23. Well, it's got to, regardless, that's still got to weigh somewhat. Like, okay, well, we're going to get a couple less years out of this guy because he's coming in the draft later.
Well, and there's a balance. Okay, because then you can have someone like, Akili Smith or Mitch Trubisky, who's not seasoned in college, and you have to train them to be an NFL quarterback, but you can train them yourself. You see the raw talent. Yeah. Or you get a guy like Bo Nix, who had 60 starts in college, and came in and was ready to go day one. Yeah, long term you lose years, but they're ready to start now.
It's true.
So if you get a guy, let's say Ty Simpson, for example, okay? I think Ty Simpson's 21, okay? He's going to sit for 2 years behind Stafford. So he's going to start when he's 23. What's the difference between Ty Simpson starting when he's 23 and you only have 2 more years on his rookie contract, as opposed to Carson Beck, who's going to start when he's 23? You have a full rookie contract with him. Yeah, you might lose some years off into the wilderness. Who cares?
Carson Beck didn't get to just learn from Matthew Stafford and spend time with Matthew Stafford.
Ty Simpson sat behind Jalen Milroe for 2 years. I don't know what else I need to tell you.
Yeah.
But
I feel
you were
like it
talking
was a
about
draft pick.
what was that, BJ? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
It was a waste of a draft pick. I feel like they would have been better drafting somebody that could help the team long term, and then look at next year's draft for quarterback if they want to replace Stafford.
Or I mean, they could have easily gotten one of the other quarterbacks that were taken in the 3rd or 4th round
Yeah.
and been fine. Like you're telling me that there is a massive difference between Ty Simpson and Carson Beck, and I pick him because he was picked in the 3rd round. Honestly, I'd rather have Carson Beck
No.
than Ty Simpson. I mean, he at least started multiple games for multiple seasons.
Played the championship.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, you do you. I agree with BJ. I think the Ty Simpson pick was a wasted pick.
I think most people do.
I think Sean McVay did.
Yeah. He did not like that.
It didn't feel like it. That's the most excitable guy in the NFL.
Yeah, and he was just like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
At a position you did not need to fill.
Today?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, Stafford's going to retire here shortly. You can pick up a draft pick. You can pick up a quarterback.
Mhm.
You know, and I think Garoppolo's his backup right now. No, I take that back. Okay. So they needed a backup quarterback because their backup quarterback was a Stetson Bennett. So
Yeesh.
take that for what you will.
Has he made it out of the program yet?
Well, I think he's there with Puka. It's voluntary.
Fair enough.
So, but I wanted to get back to what you were talking about with Hard Knocks and Diego, and because I was thinking about this more. Okay, so yes, you would think in theory, HBO Hard Knocks would go wherever Diego Pavia is because it'll get eyeballs on the screen.
It's the story.
It's the story, and you know if that's the case, I could see Baltimore going, keep him around, cut him the last episode. I could see that. Now, HBO's membership numbers, are they going to really go up? Because it's not like regular television where you're going to just kind of catch it on ABC. Oh, well, let me tune in now because there's nothing else on. HBO you have to pay for. Are you think people are willing to pay to watch Hard Knocks for really anybody? Or are they going to watch it?
A handful might just and then cancel it right after that.
Yeah, so it's not like it's a network television show where it's like, oh, this is going to increase eyeballs, we'll get increased revenue, but it's these subscription models.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I say that to say this: these subscription streaming models, I know I've said it multiple times last week, they're killing sports.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, it's terrible.
Not only just because you have to have everything. Oh yeah. Not only just because you have to have everything to have it, but the quality.
The quality is terrible.
It's terrible. I'm getting tired of listening to the same 3 commercials about Polymarket and AI.
Yeah.
That nothing to do with what I'm watching.
But like, okay, well, let's look at the NFL.
Polymarket
To watch every NFL game, okay, it used to be if you want to watch every NFL game, you had to have your local cable and the Sunday ticket. or you had to have DirecTV and the Sunday Ticket. Okay, cool. And then the Sunday Ticket went to YouTube TV. Awesome, cool. Never had a problem with YouTube TV. I've had it since 17. Never had a problem. So, okay, you got to have YouTube TV and Sunday Ticket. You can watch every single game. Then the Thursday night games got on Amazon. Okay, well, most people have an Amazon Prime account. Kind of sucks that it's over there, but whatever. But now to watch regular season games, you have to have your regular service, the Sunday Ticket, Amazon Prime, Netflix, Peacock, I think, and possibly Paramount Plus to watch every single game.
I think I did. Yeah, I think there was a couple on Paramount last year. Peacock
That's
as well.
insane.
Now, to be fair, though, the ones I watched on Peacock, they were on. That was for if it was out of market. So if you were in the area on CBS, you got it on CBS. But if you didn't, you had a Peacock for it. But it's still the same.
Same concept. So I mean, that's what 5 services you have to pay for to watch every NFL game.
It's tough.
People like me, like, I'll figure it out. I'll follow it on my phone. I'm not paying for a service for a once a week thing for 16 weeks a year. Sorry, not going to happen. And Mike, to your point, the quality's terrible.
Quality's terrible.
And I've never had a problem watching a basketball game or a football game ever until I was watching the Amazon games. I was watching the Magic game last night, and you're right, the commercials are terrible. They're basically just commercials for Amazon, and the movies look like dog shit. But a lot of times the audio is jacked up. Like the audio will come in before the video, and you cannot do that with sports.
Yeah. Good.
Like you'll be watching it and you'll hear the whistle, and then like a second or two later you hear, oh, well, there's a foul. Like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, it's like I've been watching the UFC fight since they got on Paramount, and quality's worse. It's things are dropping. Like audio went out. Their audio went out for an entire fight one time, and Reddit was going crazy with it. There was screen froze. People were going like half of Reddit's like, is this frozen for everybody or just me?
Like,
and it's just I'm like, yeah, just having problems.
And like Amazon, for example, has more money than most small nations. They literally have their own space program. There is no reason why their production value should be this bad. Except, of course, they know that people are going to watch and it doesn't matter. And realistically, no one's buying an additional Amazon Prime account to watch a football game. You either have it or you don't. So they don't care. Because it sure as hell isn't about the consumer. And it's sad. It really is sad. And there's something to be said about, watching, the NBA playoffs, watching a game on your television. Oh, the other game that I'm following, well, that's getting close. Let me flip over there. Just kind of flip channels back and forth. You can't do that. You got to go like, let me pull up this other app, go over here.
Yep.
Like it's. I know I'm an old man screaming at the clouds. I get it. It's still stupid.
What we do is we got a good deal. I pay for Paramount and Peacock, and then my girlfriend pays for Hulu and something else, and then we have her sister's Netflix and YouTube TV, and we bounce things around each other. So all of us have everything.
Yeah, that's the way we are.
So that's the way you do it. If you got the circle to do it.
We've had YouTube TV since it was available, and in Orlando. I think it was like 2017.
Mhm.
Friend of ours has Disney Plus and Netflix, so we give her our password for DirecTV. We babysit for another family. They give us their Peacock and Paramount subscriptions.
Mhm.
Like
There
that's
you go.
the way this is going to work.
Mhm.
But I should not have to have 5 different apps on my television to watch
Yeah.
stuff. It's terrible.
And then it's like when it is time to watch a game, you're like, oh shit, what is it on? And you got to try to
Yeah,
track down what. Yeah.
I did that the
You're
other
like,
day.
yeah, can I watch
Like,
it?
yeah, because I was like, oh, cool, the kids are in bed. Okay, yeah, I've got to clean the house, but fine, I'll do dishes. I'll kind of clean the kitchen. I can watch whatever game is on. I really don't care. I just want something on in the back. And I
Mhm.
went to turn the TV on, and I went to my YouTube TV, which most of my stuff is on. I'm like, where's the basketball game? Oh shit, it's not on. It's not on this. It's on Amazon tonight. Let me go over there. It's like, this is, again, I know I'm old. I get it. It's fine. It's fine.
And newfangled apps.
Damn kids. But have y'all been watching the NBA playoffs at all? Or am I the only one that's been given a shit?
No.
No, I
Okay.
have not.
Okay.
Well, what's happening? Let us know.
Okay. So as of right now, it looks like San Antonio is going to advance because they're up by 20 against Portland. They're up 3-1. Boston just lost today. They're up 3-2 in their series, going back to Philly. New York's probably going to win, so they're going to be up 3-2 going back to Atlanta. The Magic, I'm probably going to jinx this. Magic are up 3-1 in their series.
Seen that before.
I know.
Team, too.
Same team, same fucking team. And of course, Franz is now hurt, so there you go. If you like basketball, just don't watch the Oklahoma City Thunder because I know what kind of ball they play with, but I don't know what sport they're playing because it ain't basketball. Whatever parade to the free throw line that they do, that's fine, but it's not basketball. It's terrible. So go with that.
I never thought that about.
Yeah, but I mean, like if you ever punish yourself and watch a game, it's foul baiting, like worse than a soccer player. I think somebody actually made the joke as like it's OKC FC because they're just soccer players out there flopping around like fish. So that's pretty much what I've got from the sports perspective. I know we're getting into May, kind of getting into baseball, which we don't cover at all.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, kind of get used to. We'll have a couple minutes of sports, and then we'll probably kind of break down, do some pop culture stuff, and just it'll be free form for the next couple months until we get into football season because
There we go.
there ain't much.
No,
But-
struggles are real.
I mean, with that, Mike, are there any UFC fights coming up that we should care about?
There's a fight this weekend, this Saturday, but it's going to be from Perth, so it's going to be at like 7 a.m. our time. So it's going to be kind of rough waking up trying to drink coffee really quick so I can drink some beer afterwards to watch some fights. But there's a couple of good fights. It's not a big card, but it's a decent one. But the biggest one is going to be the White House card in June. But that's more of a spectacle than it is going to be that's going to be more commercials on that thing than anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't watch it to start with, so I'm sure as hell not going to watch that one. But and sometimes though, like the mid cards are better than the main cards.
They have been for the past couple of years, actually. The cards where everybody's like, this doesn't look too good. Those cards have been the ones that are delivered. Like those are the ones where you turn it on, there's blood everywhere. It's like, where did that blood come from? Like the fight to be
that
missed.
guy.
Yeah. And then yeah, the mid range cards like you were mentioning have been just delivering in a big way, and that's one of that's the card this weekend is a big mid card. Kind of sucks it's that early in the morning, but on a Saturday.
Yeah, because I remember growing up, like Tyson would fight. Granted it's
Mhm.
boxing versus MMA, but like you would buy the Tyson fight, and like the early bouts were better than the Tyson fight
Yeah,
because the guy,
oftentimes.
yeah, because they're more evenly
Mhm.
matched. I mean, they're not Tyson; they would get literally killed by Mike
Yeah,
Tyson, but they're more evenly matched, and it's more engaging to watch.
and they're also hungrier fighters trying to
Yeah,
make a name for themselves. I suppose when you get to the main card guys, these guys are already millionaires. It's
well,
a
I think,
big difference.
yeah, I think when like Pacquiao and Mayweather fought, I think each one of them got like $20 million.
Hmm. Yep, that's pretty much how it is all the time now.
Although I did find out that the boxer that has made the most money in his lifetime made it not from boxing, and is the only current billionaire who was a boxer.
George Foreman.
Yep.
I was thinking that.
That
I
damn
saw a thing
grill.
where I saw a thing where they it was offered to Hulk Hogan originally, and he turned it down.
And George's like, sure, you put my name on it. Absolutely. I get
Yeah,
45%.
exactly. It might not have been as popular if Hogan did it because Hulk Hogan had so much fucking merchandise. Like there was Hulk Hogan everything. Like the grill would have got lost in the sauce of all the Hulk Hogan
Yeah.
merchandise.
Well, and that thing worked.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it was an elevated panini press. That's all it was.
Mhm.
And it
It was
was
a
just
college
elevated.
staple.
Yeah. And I
Mhm.
might get my daughter when she goes to college.
Mhm.
Because why not?
Yeah. I saw a guy doing a stand-up bit about the George Foreman grill, and he was like the original one. It's like George, you put an on-off switch on it, and he's like, no, just plug it in, put it on a hinge, and then put it in an angle.
Yep.
And all I kept saying was put it in an angle. It's like,
Well, that was saying because literally the guy who made it was like, okay, there's a panini press here. Well,
mhm,
if I want to put like meat on it, it's got to have grease. Got to get the grease
mhm.
out. So he just elevated up and put a grease trap on it. That's
Yep.
all he did.
Yeah, there was like I said, there was no on-off button. You just plugged the bitch in and it came on.
It's like,
There was no
go
heat.
for it.
There was no heat settings. There's pretty much an iron.
But yeah, and you're right. Every year, college kids get them going to the
Mhm.
dorms.
Absolutely.
So, fuck it. It works. It's awesome.
Mhm.
So I think we're going to wrap it up there. I will leave you with this one question, and then we'll call it a wrap. Um, who gave the Ghostbusters permission to arrest Ghost, and like, why did they do that? I was watching Ghostbusters with my son over the weekend, and I was like,
Well, like, if you saw ghosts and you had the ability to like, and the skills to stop the ghost, wouldn't you think that'd be a good idea to do? Like,
well,
seems
like,
like a good idea.
The
I
real
mean,
question the real question to ask your son is, does he know about capitalism?
It's like being mad at the person in your house that kills spiders.
yeah, and that person's me, so.
Yeah, so like, why are you gonna be mad at that guy?
Or
But like,
Why are
they
you
just
gonna
saw
question? Why are you gonna question his methods?
or they saw a big
Go-
demand. They saw a big demand, and not anybody had any supply for it.
but like
Right.
the librarian from Ghostbusters, she ain't hurting anybody. She's stacking books.
That is true. Some of them weren't hitting anybody.
I mean, Slimer wasn't doing anything. He was just chilling out eating food.
Yeah, he pretty much just chilled with them though.
Okay. So, well, with that random question out of the way, I think we'll call it a night. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Answer your question.
so y'all have a good one. It's been saying
All
less
right.
sports.